Hello, you Thessalonians. This is your Tesla Sheep, and today I want to talk to you all about the Cybertruck. So let's get right into it. This video is my wish list. This is my wish list for the Cybertruck. As you all know, Cybertruck released about more than 2 years ago. I mean, what am I saying? More than 1 year ago. And it's been a year, and there has been quite a lot of changes. And some changes are just, well, all the changes are really good. And some of them are really questionable. For example, some people will say, hey, the yoke steering was not even legal. It doesn't have any, side view mirror. It's not even legal. But some of them are like, will happen. Like, for example, the yoke steering wheel. Unless you live under a rock, you probably know that the Model S and X have a yoke steering wheel, and it's legal. Not illegal, it's legal. So it is, possible to put a yoke steering wheel in a truck too. And I've been driving my car without touching the top part and of the steering wheel, and it's actually not bad. I kind of like it. But anyways, I have some list that I want to go with you. My wish list, and what I think would happen and what I want in a Cybertruck. So let's jump in and go for the first one, which is range. So if you don't know already, if you go to the Tesla website for the Cybertruck website, and you will see the Cybertruck tri-motor will have a range of 500 plus miles of range. So what does the plus mean? Well, Cybertruck actually got released before the battery day, months before the battery day. So when the battery day actually came out, and then Elon was, revealed the new 4680 battery cell, with all the potential of the new cell, which is really awesome, right? So the Cybertruck originally had 500 miles of range, but my theory is that after the Cybertruck will indeed have the 2680 cell in them. That's confirmed. So the Cybertruck range will increase no matter what. And I think, and I'm kind of sure, like I'm like 98% sure that, well, let's say 97%. I'm trying to be really accurate here. Sure that the Cybertruck, when they release it, it's going to have 620 miles of range, or even 600 miles of range. That's about 1,000 kilometers of range, because most of the trucks nowadays, the big tank ones, they can go up to like 1,200 kilometers in one full tank. But again, you got to pay for all that gas, right? But electric car, you don't really, the cost is really low. Speaking of the range and charging, number 2 is going to be the solar vault cover. So after the Cybertruck release, someone on Twitter asked Elon, hey Elon, is it possible to have solar panels for the Cybertruck? And Elon replied back saying, hey, you know what, we can actually make the tonneau cover a solar panel, and also we can put some sail pillars, which is a side, the side triangle piece on the back. They can actually put it as a solar panel. But recently on Joe Rogan podcast, Elon actually talked about the solar panel again, and he said that putting solar panel on electric cars is not really viable option. It doesn't really produce that much range. But from what I know, that solar panels, they don't produce that much range, but they are expensive too. But these solar panels Tesla produces it, so they're cutting cost on, like, the middleman. And on top of that, these solar panels are really good in terms of efficiency. And on top of that, even though solar panels don't produce that much power, so I have this note right here. So it will produce between, from Elon's own word, 15 miles to about 15 to 30 miles of range in a given day. So If you look at 15 miles, that's like the lowest range that you can, ask for, which is about 25 kilometers. I'm going to talk to you all about in kilometers right now. So all you YouTube US people, I'm so sorry. But which is about 15 miles is about 25 kilometers. So 25 kilometers of range, that's like the lowest range that you can get out of solar panel. If you were to put solar panel on top of a Cybertruck, just a tonneau cover, not including the sail pillars. 15 miles, that's 25 kilometers. That is, even though that's a little amount, you can obviously go to a supercharger and charge up like full charge. Having a solar panel on your car is not because you want to actually fully charge up your car, because you want to actually keep the level of that charge. If you don't know, electric cars, they do have something called a phantom drain. What it is that it's just like your phone. You leave your phone unplugged overnight, you wake up in the next morning, you'll probably lost like a couple of percent of battery. But electric cars, they do lose like 1 to 2% a day. Not much. Like sometimes, like in a good weather, it's like probably like it's rare that it even loses like 1%, but it does lose a little bit of charge. That's called a phantom drain. But if you have a solar panel, that will actually mitigate that problem. Like you wouldn't lose any charge at all. Solar panel can help run, for example, the computer inside the car, or let's say whenever you open the app, instead of it wakes up the car, right? That uses power. So whenever you open the app, when you have solar panel, the sun will literally power the car for the amount of time that you have your car awake. So you're not actually gonna take the power from your battery itself. And another thing that's good for solar panels is that, let's say you're going on a camping trip for like, let's say you're just, parked your truck for like a week straight, just, enjoying the nature, having a good time in the wilderness. Your car will be just chilling there. If you have solar panel on the Cybertruck, it will definitely charge it up. I mean, it's not going to be much again, but at least it won't let the car phantom drain to the point that it's gonna like just degrade the battery. You can, if you're going on camping trip, you probably want to watch a movie or whatever. So having solar panel, it has like unlimited amount of use. So solar panel is something that I really wish that the Cybertruck will have. According to my calculation, if you have solar panel on a Cybertruck with 1,000 kilometers of range, an average person travels about like 50 kilometers a day. It will potentially last you about like more than 20 days, like without charging. That's crazy. But imagine charging your truck like, I don't know, 30 times a year. Whew, that's something that I really love to do. But another thing I touched on about this yoke steering wheel, I love it. Of course, have an option of round steering wheel and yoke steering wheel, but I will definitely go for the yoke, because the round steering wheel, I don't know, I mean, since the car was designed, we had round steering wheel, and don't get me wrong, I love the round steering wheel, but I feel like we don't even need a steering wheel. But for a truck, when you're off-roading, you're usually gonna hold on to the both sides, and maneuvering around, I tried it without using the top part, even the bottom part sometimes, and I can just go on. It's not a big deal like everybody else make it to be. And then, so that's the it's not even top 10, it's kind of more. But anyways, number 4, which is the side view camera for the mirror. So I know the laws in US, North America, they don't really allow cameras for side view mirrors, but they already do that in Europe and China. So come on, government, get it together. Let's have side view cameras for our mirror, because let me tell you, I've been driving this Model 3 for 2 years now. I need to make a 2-year video, but that's aside. And I've been driving in the rain, in the snow, in the smut, in the any condition imaginable. And I've had my side view mirrors kind of given up on me, like whenever the sun shines just right, it just blows them out. Or like whenever it's snowy, like the snow just build up on it, something like that. Like I know you can use your heater and stuff, but it's not just snow, it's dirt and everything, so it's just useless. And blind spots, but having a camera, wide angle camera, like on my both side, my uh left and right cameras, they never ever get dirty. And I love them. Really good, especially for like when you're moving to the other lane or whatever. So yeah, I wish they keep the side view cameras as the side view mirror, and put like two little 7-inch screen on either side of the thing, so you don't really like you don't need to change your habits of looking both sides. So that's my other wish list. And then number 5 is the air suspension. So air every single Cybertruck will have air suspension, no matter the model. Even the tri-motor to the single motor will have air suspension standard. What I want in the air suspension is that I want it to go down really, really low. Because most of the garages and most of the underground parking lots, they're really low. They might be like, the parking lots might not be low, but the pipes that run on them, like, they're really low. So I wish that they had like you can actually set up the ride height really low, like low as a Model 3, and then, or like even a Model X, and you can actually lift it up really high, like 16 inches. I think that's the clearance right now. On the Cybertrucks, you can lift it up 16 inches with the air suspension. But anyways, I want it to go really low, and also have this feature where they call something called adaptive suspension, or location based suspension. So whenever you hit one location, it will lower or higher depending on what your settings. I wanted to do area based suspension, not just a location. What I mean by that is that let's say you go into a parking lot, underground parking lot that you set up, so that that area, whenever you are in that area, it will lower it. Or let's say you're going on an area with like really bad road, so whenever you get to that area, it will raise the suspension, and then it will lower it afterwards. So that is something that I really, really want in a Cybertruck. I lost count, and I'm gonna drink some Coke, if it's okay with you. Okay, I've been talking a lot today. And then the other one is the full light bar in the front. So the Cybertruck does have 2 light bars, one on the top and the one in the front. The front light bar, from what I've seen in the pictures and videos, is that they kind of dimmed it really dim, so only the headlights on both sides like really bright like a headlight, and then the middle part is not really bright. I don't know why, maybe because of the law, but I really wish that's not as dim as in the prototypes. I really want the middle part to be a little bit brighter, because I love the look of it. It just looks really, really futuristically, cybernetically mean. So I want them to keep the front light bar like lit all the time. And speaking of the front light bar, the front trunk, the frunk. So in the OG Model S, the front trunk was humongous because it didn't have a front motor. It didn't have any heat pump or anything. So you had, like, I'm pretty sure the front trunk of a OG Model S was actually bigger than my Model 3 trunk. I'm pretty sure. I'm not. Don't quote me on that. But I really want the trunk of the Cybertruck, frunk of the Cybertruck, to be bigger, because I'm gonna use the frunk of the Cybertruck like I use my trunk, if that made any sense. But yeah, because from the pictures and like how wide the Cybertruck is and how long it is, my theory is that it's gonna be big. I also made a little model Cybertruck, and I did some calculations, and I'm really certain that it's really big. but I want that to be really, really true. And then the other thing that I want to touch upon is the wheels. I love the wheels. I don't know about you, but the hubcap, you know, the wheel design itself is actually a hubcap, like just like the Model 3. You can take it off and you'll have really nice rim inside. But I love the hubcap. It's like an aerodynamic, really, it looks just futuristic again. And they also had the off-road tires in the prototypes. Again, I want off-road tires standard. I don't know about you, but I don't really like changing my tires in the wintertime. I'm tired of it. I don't want to go up to anybody because I live in an apartment, so I can't really do it myself. I don't want to go somewhere, pay the money, and then change the tires. Plus I love the look of the off-road tires. So I really want, I don't want it like too aggressive, like the treads to be like an inch thick, but I want it I want it to look like, if you go out right now and look at any truck that's nearby, any pickup truck, if you look at the tires, majority of the time they look puny. Like if you just focus on the tires, you're like, whoa. Like then you realize, damn, the truck is big but the tires are small. So I want like off-road tires. It will look really, really cool. And then the door handles. Elon recently replied to a Twitter user saying that the Cybertruck will not have any door handles. Yes, people, it won't have any door handles. What does he mean by that? Well, what I'm thinking is that it might either have buttons for door handles, just like the Model X. They will have a cutout, you press it, and then it will open. What that means is that they have to, if the Cybertruck don't have door handle, they need to make all the doors motorized. That means, hopefully, I'm just theorizing right now, it might be automatic doors. You never know. The doors will, you can press a button and all the doors will open, like literally physically open. That would be cool for a vehicle that in that price range. I mean, Tesla, Tesla, they will do it. Elon, he's crazy. But it won't have door handles. I mean, it either have buttons or some type of capacitive touch, or you get closer or it will open. I don't know. Maybe even you press the whole door a little bit, like put some pressure, and then it will open. Like the whole door acts like a button. I don't know, man. Whatever Tesla comes up with, it's gonna be great. So no door handles, I can live with that, and I really want no door handles. Why do I don't want door handles? Because you don't have to worry about it freezing in the wintertime, and you will have motorized doors. So yeah, that's why I don't want door handles. And it will look futuristic too. I love explaining to people how, I love explaining to people how to open, explaining to them how to open my Model 3's door handles. They would just stand there doing this, and I will say, hey, press on the thick part and pull on the thin part. I love saying that. But anyways, moving on. This is something crazy that I actually thought about. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna happen, but if it does, I mean, if anybody watches this video, I know nobody will watch this video, but nobody from Tesla at least will watch this video. But what I want is, on the right side of the Cybertruck, where the sail pillar is, there's storage option right on the right side, where the truck bed is, the triangle piece. It's going to be a storage on both sides. I want the right side to be a refrigerator. Yeah, I want the right side, maybe it doesn't have to be a full-blown refrigerator. It can just be, they might put a HVAC hose inside and set it up in the screen so that you can actually control that specifically separately. So why do I want that? Well, let's just say you're going camping. Again, camping is coming in. Cybertruck is an ultimate camping device. If you're a camper, if you love camping, and if you love just going on camping trips, you know what I'm saying. You can put all your produce, like eggs or your cheese or your hot dogs or your meat inside that. And let's just say you're going on, like, you went to a grocery store and you bought milk and or eggs or something that you need to be refrigerated. And let's just say that you got to go somewhere else. But in the really hot summer day, you have to go home and put it in your refrigerator right away, or else it will melt or it will go bad. So by having a refrigerator with, HVAC in it, you can actually keep it for however long you want. So refrigerator on the right side, say a pillar, amazing option. Again, if you, let's say you're going to meet your friends, you can just put some beer in it or drinks in it, and it will keep it cold. You can just impress your friends. Hey, you want some cold beer? They're gonna be like, where did you get a cold beer? And you're gonna open up your sale pillar and you have your refrigerator with some cold beer. So that'd be cool. And then the next thing that I want to touch upon is, obviously it's gonna have heat pump, which I wouldn't really put it in my wish list because all Teslas now have all new Teslas now have heat pump standard. So another thing is, what else? Yeah, that's about it. That's it. That's all I want in a Cybertruck. That's my wish list. There are some other stuff, like for example, obviously they're gonna have the bulletproof, literally, like the glass is gonna be bulletproof. It's gonna be shatter resistant, because of the the materials that they use. It's just like your phone screen. It's gonna be shatter resistant. And of course the stainless steel is going to be crazy thick. Crazy strong. Of course it's going to be a little thick. And one more thing, I want a lot of storage. For me, I like to keep some like stuff in my car. For example, in the front trunk, I keep my chargers. I would keep a measuring tape. I don't know why, but I do keep a measuring tape in the front trunk. And I also keep some drinks in the front trunk, because it's cold out, so it will keep the drinks colder. Like for example, I usually keep like a 1 or 2 cans of Red Bull in it. And I will also keep like a water bottle in the front trunk. And I would keep like cleaning products in the trunk, the bottom part. And I would keep like something to eat, like in an emergency, like in a situation, like I would go on a road trip and I get hungry and I can't pull over or some shit or something like that. I can just get my stuff from behind and just start eating. So I like to have some energy bars or whatever in my car at all times. So just like that, some hidden compartments will be great. So yeah, that's about it. That's my wish list. Hope you really like me rambling about my like what I want in a Cybertruck. I'm pretty sure you'll be tired by now, but if you want the same thing that I want, just let me know. What do you like to have in a Cybertruck? It can be out there, like you can type in whatever you want. Like what would you like to have in a Cybertruck? Your own option. Like let's say you can, like if you can go up to Elon and be like, say something, and Elon will actually put it on your Cybertruck, what would you like to have? It can be a swimming pool in the back. Who knows? Let me know in the comment down below. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you so much for all the new subscribers. And go follow my Instagram page. It's called Cybertruck Future. I post like Tesla news, Cybertruck pictures up like almost every day. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching this video. This is your Tesla Sheep signing out.